hell, Jason. I'm here to return the favor.
I'm feeling strange, trapped in the grave. All alone, I'm rotting my own skin. So sick, I say, a choking restraint. The perfect plane laid down my own name. Hell's rising. Hell's rising. The scars remain, a deeper disdain. A black field, blinded response. A bitter I cling to the ones that remain. Exile without reason. The time to catch the feelings we relentlessly summon is clear to blow. Preparing the power, strengthening the arm, and building the wall. Welcome to your demonstration.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Spawn Review, episode 21. We're rocking and rolling. It's been, like, I want to say a month since we streamed. It's got to be, because, you know, we're on the verge of death, is what I think it is. The entire, almost everybody on the panel, except for Paul and the Gooch there, I think we almost died. You know, that's what I think it was. But we're back. We're here. We're ready to roll. And I'm excited. I missed you guys. It's been a while since I actually talked to everybody. How's everybody doing?
Really good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep.
Hells yes.
Congratulations to Paul for getting married, by the way. So,
yes.
yeah.
Look at this guy down here. Yeah, he's got like, look at that. See?
Yeah, we got the rubber ones and it worked out.
Yeah, exactly. Now we're cool. We're cool.
My other one they made too tight. I had to get it like changed again. They're like, no, 10.5's good. 10.5's good. I'm like, no,
yeah,
it's not.
you got to
I'll send
figure
you
out
a
that
picture.
combination.
It has like death on my finger when I wore it for 2 days.
It's always really tight for the first couple days. It'll loosen, like after about friggin' 4 or 5 months, it'll start just falling right off your finger.
Nice.
I got like a pack of them, like 5. I'll just dip in every once in a while when I need it. All right, check this out. So I was noticing, and the Gooch probably knows this, is that the YouTube chat now has these things called goals. You know, so I'm gonna set up I'm gonna do this. I'm just, you know, just for shits and giggles. We're gonna set up a goal. The goal is for one super chat for the entire night. And it says celebrate. How do we celebrate that? Any thoughts there? If somebody sends one super chat, what do we do to celebrate?
Jay takes off his shirt.
Jay takes off his shirt.
No,
I like that.
no.
I like that.
No.
Full Gooch.
Full on Gooch.
If I had a dime, I'd still be poor.
Actually, you know, I was thinking, this is just a spitball. Depending on the amount of the super chat, I could print out some colored pieces of Spawn, some of the Spawn stuff that I've done. Send a lot to you, and then whoever super chats a certain amount, they get a print. That's just an idea.
I love that idea, but we should save that for like a bigger goal, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like
one super chat it's pretty obtainable. It's pretty small, so we need to do something that's like fun, but also small. Like, you know, Sean originally was gonna, like, you know, moan into the mic, and I was just like, I don't know, maybe something just a little bit less, you know, maybe a little bit more manly thing going on there than just that.
There's a bit of a hee at the end of it.
Yeah. All right. You know what? Thumbs up. That's what we'll do. A very simple thumbs up from the entire panel. Very simple. I think that's good. We'll start there. All right. Let's do it.
Down.
Or actually, here's a good one. We show off a Spawn comic that we have of our own, like whether it's like a back issue, something. I don't know, to show like.
Like this? I gotta go.
Like this? Like that? Jay, much better than that. Come on.
You get a simple. Yeah, there you
top
go.
this. You can't top this. What the fuck you got?
11.
You can't top this shit.
Nice.
I mean, so there you go. I mean, that's an idea. You show off something Spawnish that you have that is like really, really cool.
I got nothing.
I like
down
that.
Here.
I already put the thing in there, but, you know, I like it.
That's still my Gooch if it's Spanish. So
I'll say hi to the chat real quick. We got the Blue Boy Comics in the house. Is hype for the show tonight. Hell yeah. I missed the live, but we'll watch it tomorrow. Hail everyone. Same to you, Blue Boy. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Oh, by the way, number one in the chat, number one in our hearts for the first time. It wasn't Mark Penguin that I saw. So shout out to Blue Boy. Appreciate it. Mark Penguin did come in as a close number 2. Glad to see the Spawn Review family back in action. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
With a good
Hail
book.
the Lure. Yes,
Good
this
book.
will be fun. We're going to dive into it. I enjoyed this book tonight. Setting up some good things, I think. Hail the Lure's in the house. Hail, good to see you, brother. Dennis Kelly is here. Welcome back. Hail Joe, Sean, and the chat. Glad to see you guys all back. Yeah, it's been a rough couple weeks, but we're back, baby. Warriors. That's what we do. Pizza's in the house. Hello. Hello to you. Great to see you. Member of the channel, Cosmic Studios, is here as well. Great to see you, brother. John Eppel.
Nice.
What's up? Hail the chat. Hail to you, my friend. Great to see you. We will have John on an upcoming episode of Ott and Stuff probably in the next few weeks. I can't remember exactly what, but he's going to come on and talk about his book. Absolutely. Cool. Member of the channel, Duck Bacon, is in the house. And by the way, shout out to you, Gooch. Thank you so much for the 5 memberships you gave the channel on Ott and Stuff on Thursday. We really appreciate you, brother. Yeah, you generous man that you are.
Yeah,
we really appreciate that.
Gotta share the love.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Paulus Arts is in the house. Hail to you, brother. Great to see you. Thank you for being here. Oh yeah, December 5th. That's what it is. December 5th. So be on the lookout for that. That'll be fun.
Couple weeks.
I think is that the show you're on too, Paul?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, Paul will be on that show as well. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna be looking at some fun comics on December 5th. Ott and Stuff. Check that out. 10 p.m. Thursday. But today we are talking about the Spawn Review. Issue 358 came out because I was dealing with pneumonia. I did not get to read it until just recently, but I was glad I did. Made a video last night, read the book today, and I dug it. It's probably the best issue it's been in the last like 3 issues. You know, finally finding some stuff out. Yeah, kind of getting some things moving here.
Finally, I'm not shitting on something. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's gonna be a positive. It's gonna be a positive episode. I'm excited, man. Yeah. About
funny story.
What you got?
I was going through the comics. I was like sorting out all the stuff I got to read, and I came across the Rat City, and I started throwing them. I was like so mad. I was like, "This is garbage."
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I just couldn't. I can't stand it.
You don't have to read it because we're not going to do it anymore. I think we all established that we weren't big into it, you know. So like, why, you know, I don't want to just do books to shit on. You know, I want to like talk about stuff we love. So.
I apologize.
Well, universally, none of us really liked Rat City. It's just what it is. So if we don't like it, no offense, you know, it just didn't click with us. Let's move on. We're going to talk about the things we do like, you know. So we're going to put that one.
Everything but.
YSA, what's up, brother?
YSA, brother, good to see you. Good to see you. All right, Lime. Let me bring this up. Let's get this going. Spawn 358. So right off the bat, I want to say that I feel like for a few issues, did anybody notice that the paper quality seemed a little thinner? Where this book seemed like they upped it again, like it's thicker paper again.
Yes, I totally agree with you on that.
It must be the issues with shifting printers in different countries, like, you know, because when COVID happened, a lot of the companies were switching printers to overseas, and then like obviously, so the paper quality changed, but then they started shifting back just to get cheaper prices. So there was a lot of independent printing than it was when they were having contracts with Diamond.
And when we had Thomas on, he would say that they would switch to different printers for all the books. And then like Todd would take it and flick him. He's like, is this like a 9? But flick them. Like, that's kind of weird. I never thought of him flicking them. But yeah, they all switch out to different printers and paper.
Oh, and I was listening to Thomas on a podcast recently, and he said Spawn Todd's coming back to writing Spawn on 360. So
really?
Back on 360.
So the convo's out, huh?
Yeah. So Brett and Todd on 360. I'm pretty sure.
Why?
Interesting.
Why is he come? Like, what's wrong with McConville, or is it just
it's getting back to where it was prior? I guess that's why. I think this is the end of the no power bullshit. So I think we're going back to that, and he wants to go ham. So it must be like a big story coming. Yeah,
that's only like 2 issues away.
Yeah.
I thought they would
What?
string that no power thing out for at least a year, or at least
I
you know,
know,
It's
a little
it's
bit.
it's been a year.
It's coming up in February.
Has it?
is he?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
350.
I mean, but also, also at the same time too. Like,
Oh, I guess you're right. Yeah.
it's on a technical case. He lost his powers in issue 300. Like it was depleted. So like he may have had some ounce of it, like from 301 up. Like it was building up, and then it got taken away again. So I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe
I'm
he's
ready for
probably
full
gonna come
powers again. I'm ready.
Oh, I
Yeah.
am too. I am too. I guess I just kind of lost track of time.
I want
Yeah.
to see some
One
fucking
book a
energy
month,
blast.
10 books. It's 10
Yeah, well,
months.
Honestly, I'll tell you right. I have no
Matt,
problem if
not as
I have
strong.
no problem waiting bi-weekly for a Spawn issue if Todd was doing the art inside it.
I mean,
We'll
I would
never see
rather.
it.
I'd rather
Yeah.
Brett Booth.
You have a better chance of cancer getting cured.
Yeah, I mean, don't
Yeah.
get me wrong. I would love to see Todd come back and do one issue. You know, if you like 400, come back and just do 400 by yourself.
No way.
You
You
know,
know,
full on Todd McFarlane.
It won't happen.
Or
I'm comfortable with him
You
just
know.
doing a cover here and there. I love what Brett's.
oh, I love it.
Yeah.
yeah.
I would not trade that at all. But to have like a guest issue where just Todd comes back for whatever reason, does one issue and just satisfies everybody, just to say, hey, I did it. Kind of like he did in issue 50, where he did half the issue. You know, like it'd be nice just to see his hail Huron. Good to see you, brother. All right, let's dive into it. I thought this was kind of cool. A little bit of a peek into the world here. Some new characters. You're seeing kind of what the Angels have done to fight back in this world now, where they are outnumbered or outmatched by the power, the class of the vampires.
Sharp
Well,
Jack.
Just 1 second.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Oh, cool.
The inside of the cover, you
Okay.
like what they do previously in Spawn. Like he talks about Lyra has been captured by Wynn
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, I
and
didn't see that.
associate. Yeah, her only chance for survival is Spawn. I love that little snippet in there at the inside cover there at page 2.
They've been in
That's a
all of
good
them
point.
recently.
Yeah, it's great.
I guess
love
I haven't
that
even
touch.
paid attention to that.
I know
Nice.
you don't read.
I
know
don't
you-
read. I definitely don't read the inside covers for the most part.
yeah.
But the Cyber Angels, that's literally when I texted you guys. I was on page 2 and I was like,
Oh,
this
yeah.
looks fucking
Dude.
awesome.
This
when I got to this
screams
page, I was like,
Cyber Force.
ooh.
Like
Yeah,
this is
oh,
90s
100%.
image.
I had the
Oh,
same
yeah.
thing.
Yes.
I thought the
Like,
same thing, bro.
1000%. Same
I was
thing.
like, yo, I am ripping off all these design elements for my own book. I'm like, thank you, Brett. Like this is
yeah, dude.
this is so dope shit, you know?
Yeah.
I was like,
What's
all those my
funny-
shit. Yeah.
What's funny is I already had ideas for this kind of design elements for characters that I'm going to be revealing going
Sure.
forward in the Superior Press,
Yeah.
because we all come from the same kind of
Exactly.
cut from the
Yeah.
same cloth, you know. But when I read this or when I saw this, that's the first thing I thought too. I was like, this is why I love the Spawn universe in this run of Spawn, is
Mhm.
because it feels like friggin' Image,
Yeah.
you know, of old when you get these kind of character designs. Whether they're throwaway characters or not, I don't know. But shout out to Brett Booth for making these 4 angels just coming
Wolverine
down.
claws, man.
Cybernetic,
Come on.
Yeah.
the Wolverine claws.
That
You know, these are
cannon.
ideas that have been percolating in my head for years about stuff. I'm sure other people as well.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just cool to see it. I'm like, let's go. Like that's what makes this fun,
Like I would like to just talk about these few pages the whole fucking show. Like
right?
the rest of the book is
Right.
fine, I guess. But like this
Yeah.
is just aesthetically like hit me in all like the proper places where I was just like, God bless. Thank you, Brett, for just
Yes.
giving us a handicap to a degree to work off. Like just so fucking exciting. I'm like, give me
It
more.
makes sense though. You know, it's like, okay, they have
Yeah.
no powers, they're getting their
Absolutely.
asses kicked. Like, all right, let's
Mhm.
time to fuck up our bodies and get super enhancements and kick their ass. You know?
Yeah.
So
I like it
yeah,
too
like
because
it a
he's
lot.
like, you know, we serve, you know, God. What does he say? God is our Lord, and they'll pretty much do anything, you know, to defend that. And it's basically like, you know, we're giving up not their humanity because they're angels, but they lost their wings, they lost their power. What can they do? Cybernetics. You know, and you live in a world,
Yeah.
especially in Image Comics, and granted it's top cow, but you live in a world where the cybernetic aspect of the hero or the characters are there in that world. So it just makes a lot of sense. And also, can I just say that if it ever happens, whenever Brett is done doing Spawn, if Silvestri comes to him and says, hey, I want to reboot Cyberforce,
Oh,
let's go.
God.
I'm gonna throw that
Yeah,
out there right
dude,
now.
Oh,
Make it
do
happen.
it.
Let's put it into the ether of the comic book world. Let's make that happen. That would be so cool.
Dude, if he did those designs like he was doing for like the Hunter Killer Cyberforce like era,
Oh,
like
yeah, yeah.
2004 or 5,
Mm.
fucking fire, dude.
And like
Shout out to SF Gaming. Great to see you. Thank you for being here.
even the future issues now that we can just have some random guys for 4 or 5 pages that could
Yes.
look cool like this. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
This
I
is,
think
It's just a tease, right? They just set it
Yeah.
up. They're here for these 2 pages, and then then they're gone from the rest of the issue. But fun tease.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw Cyberpunk Edge Runners. We did.
I
we
didn't
reviewed
know.
it.
No.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. Very similar, but this is obviously way cooler.
Yeah, I watched the first couple episodes. It wasn't too
yeah.
bad.
It's good, but this is Brad Booth doing his
Yeah.
thing. and
Right?
It's just
Motherfucking movie.
oh, it's just you just want to just marvel at it and just like
It's beautiful.
bathe in all the work that he does. Like
This
Yeah.
this shot of them coming down from the sky, like that's just vintage 90s kind of comic book art right there. Just
Yeah, that's Sylvester.
like that's what I love about it. Shout out to
Yeah.
Maya. Thank you for being in the chat. Appreciate you.
also
And look,
Rob.
sorry.
Sorry, Sean.
No.
Rob just announced that isn't he doing Cyberforce or talking about
Youngblood.
Youngblood.
Or,
Youngblood.
oh, sorry, I meant
Yeah, yeah.
Youngblood. Sorry, I
Yeah,
meant
Lightfoot's bringing Youngblood back.
Yeah.
and then there's
He
the
has a-
omnibus.
He's
Or
got
not the
a
omnibus,
contest too for cover artists. I think it's similar
Yeah.
to what Todd's doing. Or did
That did
Yeah,
anybody?
and everyone
did
should
everybody
definitely
see
be doing
Eric
that.
Kowalski?
That's
Yeah.
doing art because
Yeah.
I looked at the 3 he posted and only one of them was nice. So
I wanna
It's
get-
Eric's.
I wanna
can
give,
never pronounce
my
his last name. It's Nikowski. We've had him on
Who,
the show
Eric?
before.
Eric, yeah. Nielowski. Yeah,
Yeah,
great talent.
yeah, he did that piece and it was beautiful.
I want to give my buddy Thomas Hedgeland a shout out because he actually me and him were classmates at the Keeper School,
Oh,
and
nice.
he actually got to work with Rob Liefeld on one of his books.
Lucky.
Nice.
Yeah. And
Lucky
he's a
man.
hard worker, bro. But
because
no, it now since we were on the subject, I wanted to throw that out there.
Mark just announced today that the volume 4 for Witchblade, like they're
Oh, the
going
Manifold
hard.
stuff. Yeah, the Manifold
yeah.
stuff. Finally. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're
Beautiful.
bringing back all there's a lot of talk of
Darkness
them
is coming
bringing
back.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Mark is writing the darkness from.
That's what I
Yeah.
was thinking of, Joey.
yeah,
when
he's not drawing it. Unfortunately, he's not drawing it, but he's writing it.
yeah.
That's what when I saw him at that convention 2 years ago, he was talking about it then. He's like, "Yeah, Darkness is coming back, and I'm writing it." I'm like, "Hell yeah!" Let's
He
go.
said that he's bringing out a lot of the Turner stuff that were in the vault for that Witchblade
Oh, nice.
Kickstarter.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Nice. Looking
Hey,
forward to that.
did you see what it says on the first panel in the building? It's like guns are
Shout
here
out,
or some
Michael.
shit.
Uh,
Guns killing you or some shit. It's
I did
fucking-
not.
It's weird. Guns.
It says
I can't read.
gun in lab.
Gun in Lab.
There
Yeah,
you go.
it-
Gun in the lab.
It's supposed to be Gunning Lab.
I was like,
each panel on this page looks great, even though it's like just simple shots. I
Yeah.
really liked
Oh, yeah.
everything in this book.
Oh, just Lyra on the table with their arms draped, like it just
Great
killer
shot.
bird's eye view of that.
Brett's great at
obviously-
doing like just making simple stuff
Oh.
look interesting,
Mhm.
visually.
Yeah,
And it's not too much dialogue. Like a lot of books I've been reading too recently, they're just hammering me with dialogue. Like it's just the right
I
amount.
agree. This is actually doing the Spawn review and actually reading this book. It's got me to I want to kind of adopt a little bit more of the pacing when it comes to the writing of my own book going forward, because this was a very fast read. I read this book like extremely fast and it got everything it needed out of it. And it was just to the point, great pacing, got us through this. In this scene, we hook back up here with Jason Wynn, and he's still working on developing this virus that we find out is supposed to be, able to kill angels and demons, right? And they're using Lyra's blood to try to achieve this process. And apparently she's been in this lab for 3 days, they said? That she's been in there trying to actually, get through her skin, I guess. 'Cause it was so tough.
doing a bypass, like just filtering through her blood, trying to find like
Yeah.
the genetic
Who knows how
codes and stuff like
painful
that.
shit was.
Yeah, I gotta imagine, man. They got something in her stomach. They got, coming out of her wrist, coming out of her chest up there.
Yeah, sucks.
Like they fucked her up. They don't really mention it too much, like when she wakes up later, but you get the opinion that they've definitely messed around with her. I love this. Not just because of the art,
Yeah,
not just
dude.
because of the
Fuck
art,
yeah.
the
panel.
history. Yeah, the panel. Yeah, I mean, obviously the art is amazing. The panel work is great. I love the trip through history. when he's just talking, when Jason Wynn is just talking about Al Simmons and the experience he's had fighting him throughout the history of Spawn, going all the way back to, you know, the first few issues. And I gotta ask you guys, I've been reading it for a while. Did Brett recreate some scenes from the Capullo 15 through 16?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so, because I'm looking at it, I was like, man, this looks really familiar. Like, this looks kind of like Capullo.
Because at the time it wasn't even called Redeemer. He's pretty much the first it was called Anti-Spawn.
Yeah.
At the time.
That's right, Anti-Spawn. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yep.
And but he was on a technicality, he was the first Redeemer. And right out, so after he died, he got brought back to life by Violator. Through many years of torture, or however long it was, him and Billy Kincaid were tortured. And when the moment came, when the fight for the throne was happening, when issue 300 started, Violator released Billy Kincaid and Jason Wynn together, and I forget the name that Jason Wynn was under. He looked like a knight in a weird armored costume.
Okay, that must be the bottom panel then.
Yeah,
the bottom panel was recent. That was the recent stuff.
That's it. Yep.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
And that's
I'm pretty sure it was
that's what
King
I'm-
Spawn.
Yep, King Spawn. Yep.
Okay.
First
No, it's
one.
just I really just enjoyed the trip through memory lane. The original Spawn costume there, drawn by Brett, looks amazing. It just, you know, it was a nice
Interesting.
nostalgia shot.
That they chose blue for the gloves, but I guess that was to break up all the red on the
Oh,
panels.
good point. I didn't even notice that. You just brought that up. You're probably right. Yeah, couldn't have red on red. That would have looked weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out, member of the channel Black Spiders is in the house. Great to see you. We also have
What up?
Matt LaRock. Love
Man.
that page design. Yes, absolutely.
And he did Capullo. He did the Capullo jaw in like the third panel. where
That's
his
what
face
I'm
is up.
saying. That's what stood out to
Yeah.
me. The
Yeah.
Capullo jaw. Yep.
Yeah.
Great
Yeah.
way to put it. 100%. So Jason Wynn's basically just talking about like how he knows Spawn's going to come for Lyra, because his assistant chick, I can't remember what her name is, was basically saying that, you know, if Spawn's depowered, maybe he's not going to come at all because it's been 3 days and they haven't been able to locate him. And he's like, no, he's going to do it.
That's a Violator's sister, or one of the sisters.
That is
The chick, yeah.
his assistant.
Yeah, she was they went through that story in like Scorched.
How did she become hot?
That purple thing?
I think so, yeah. Like she took
I
over
think
the
that's someone
bond.
else. The Vial,
Oh,
the
okay.
Vindicator. So in the new Scorch, she just came out. That thing again with the 6
Oh,
eyes.
did she?
with the
Okay,
spider.
I
Yeah,
didn't
it's a
read that one,
different character, I think.
Okay.
Alright.
But we get a set like right off the bat, you know, we get to figure out where Spawn's been for 3 days. He's just been basically well, we find out later he was tracking Tremor and that one chick, but he comes back with a vengeance, and these next sequences where he's fucking these guards up is insane. Like, this is some brutal shit. And
It's the
Jason
setup,
basically, yeah, go ahead and talk about it.
No, it's a setup. Like you're talking about, he doesn't have his full powers yet, and he's reminiscing, and he's talking about how she's like asking him, do we kill him now? Like she's kind of hinting at it,
Right.
and he's like talking about it. No, and then we get to the scene here with the guards, and they're sitting there just like everyday life, just having a discussion about father-in-law, you know, visiting the weekend, everything.
Yeah.
And then you see Spawn come in with a freaking with a saber, like come in and just take these guys out. And you see the fight that's happening, and he talks about how he is a warrior. He's a weapon. He's a military guy, which is beautifully done. Great storytelling. Like that's a great way to set it all up. You're seeing the evolution of Spawn right there as his character.
Great
This
beats.
is a question to all you guys. So no, I'm. What do you think Jason Wynn's motivation is? Because at the
Kill
time, when
everyone
he was,
so he could be the
corruption.
most powerful person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say he
do you think
kind
it could be that simple? Just
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
simple?
Heaven and Hell has been
Yeah.
a thorn in his side since like the beginning, right?
Beginning.
Like,
Yeah.
He wants all the angels dead, all the demons dead, and then
Yep.
he'll kill the vampires, then he's the top dog.
Yep.
That's
And
my opinion.
he talks about this right now. It's funny, like in this monologue that or I guess he's talking to the chick while he's watching Spawn do his thing, but he's talking about the virus that he's creating, right? And then he says
Mhm.
that he thinks that if Al knew what the point was, that he would be on board, even if the virus was going to be something that would kill Al Simmons in the end, just because it was something that they're kind of both on the same side with, get rid of heaven and hell from Earth. So, Jason can do his thing, but the Spawn could just be done with everything.
Because he's a soldier.
Because he's a soldier.
Born, yeah. I love that. I love how they did that.
Yeah.
It was really well done.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the storytelling in this. Like, again, we had 3 issues where it's kind of just like it was slowed down, and we all kind of we were enjoying it, but we all kind of mentioned it. In this issue, I feel like it picked back up. The storytelling was good. I really loved the monologue and the talking, the narration of Jason throughout this entire issue. And I like how he talks. I like how he schemes. I came out of reading this issue like, man, this guy, he's dangerous, right? Like his plan that we don't fully know yet. Seems really awesome.
Logan,
Wolverine? Yeah, I got the look. Yeah, yep, 100%.
Number one movie.
Jason Wynn is one of the only very, very few people that really and truly knows Al Simmons from the inside out.
Yeah, 100%. Like they very, very well.
And then we get Fat Sal.
I was just going to say, so Spawn wakes up Lyra. She doesn't really know too much about anything that's going on. And yeah, we get this, was this Alistair Prince? Was that his name?
Yeah.
Or something like that. Comes on the screen. And basically, it's funny because this character right now is taking credit, talking about like, I'm, creating this virus, but it didn't work. I'm trying to create it, but unfortunately it didn't work. But, at least I get to kill you two. And we have this really fun scene where he's blowing up this warehouse that they're at and they have to escape real quick. I thought this was fun action, like, especially obviously illustrated by Brett. But I didn't know this character at all. So I don't know if he was somebody in King Spawn or somebody we've seen before. I didn't recognize him. Did you guys?
No.
Okay.
You say
kind of looks like
action?
Tony Quest.
That's what I thought at first.
Me
but
too.
Then, like, he doesn't like get sued again.
Oh, yeah. Changed his name.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Gooch.
You say it's great action, but it actually all works. It's not just, hey, let's put some action here and make it look cool.
Yeah,
they actually have a great lead up to all this, which is that this is what makes this book even more compelling and fantastic. Is just the lead up to every kind of panel, every page. Like the next page, you get the splash, which is fuck me and amazing. Like it's just absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
And so you're completely invested in this book. Like you're just reading it, you're looking at it. It's beautiful.
And I really love the sequence when it comes to the writing and the depiction of the build up and the drama and the intensity of this. Oh shit, we gotta get out of this building because it's blowing up, right?
Yeah.
The way that he paneled it out and just showed the different motions of recognizing the danger, figuring out what the hell we're gonna do. They start to run as the building's blowing up. There's no dialogue, right? In the last 3 panels, it's just action, and they're knowing what they're doing, trying to get through this window, and then to top it off with the page turn that we get to here in a second. Whenever I decide to turn this page, I think it's just again very fun visuals. It gives you that action that you need amongst a really good story. It's been a very good blend. I have been liking McConville's writing. I'm going to be interested to see what it's like when Todd takes over again, but I've been liking this story so far with the way that this guy writes. So we'll see how it all goes down. But yeah, look at this. Like, let's just look at that.
Look at the fat guy.
Yeah.
Look at the fat dude. But no, the left page.
Oh yeah, that's
it. That's beautiful. Everything about it is that's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
My only complaint is the sword is on his back is so small and skinny. Everything else is great.
The katana.
It's kind of like it's like a katana, I guess. Isk.
It's chilling.
Yeah, so this girl's not the same as that like reptilian snake looking thing, like whatever that Violator's sister is, I think it is.
Yeah. So this is that chick that was hanging out with Tremor.
Yeah. The shapeshifter.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so
she was the one that was wearing the glasses, saying that she was kidnapped and
right. Yep. So she does it again with whoever this dude is, and basically there's again. So this is just showing you the smarts of Jason Wynn. He's setting it up right. He's sending Spawn and Lyra in a different direction than him. so far, so they're not discovering the actual man behind all of this. And they set up this dude, this Alistair Prince guy, as the fall guy, and it's just a really cool scene here where I can't remember this chick's name, but
Lynn.
What is it?
Lynn.
There you go. Lynn is basically, she gets the orders, she does the thing, she sets it up. So Spawn and Lyra are going to go here and find this guy. And I just like the dialogue here where she's like, again, this is a character I don't know existed, because she says a couple things here where she says, Director Wynn asked me to pass on his apologies, said it's nothing personal, but someone needs to take a fall for this. You drew the short straw. Like, I like that. It's simple, right? It's nothing, not creating a new, creating the wheel or anything, but just I like it. If it's any consolation, we were going to have to deal with you anyway because of all the business in South America. That's why I was wondering about the character.
That's where King Spawn's stuff happened.
Okay, that makes sense then. And it says,
for the most part, though, I think everything like pays off with every panel and every page of this book. It's not like you don't really get anything unturned, which is like what makes me happy.
Nothing wasted. Yeah. One thing I do have to say is we get Minucci's, we get like some based material here. It's like they're sticking to their guns and doing some incredible, visuals for these books. They're not going with that, mode of making females flat and curvatures and everything. They're sticking to their guns. So they you know what I mean? Like, I'm really happy to see this kind of stuff. Like, these are the characters that we grew up reading and, obviously loving and everything like that. And they're sticking to their guns. And I'm really happy about that.
Kayla's saying I'm roboting. She's saying the entire stream is roboting. Are you guys experiencing anything?
No,
the rest of the chat, let us know, because I'm not seeing anything. You guys are all fine on my side.
No.
Okay. She says it's pausing on and off.
That's her. It's got to be her.
Okay. Yeah, it might be. The rest of the chat, let me know. Otherwise, we're just gonna keep on rolling because I haven't seen an issue on this side. So we jump into the end of the book here, and we're basically they're going to be able to use Lyra's blood for this virus, but they think it's going to take a while to actually produce whatever it is that they have to produce. And I like how she's talking about killing Al Simmons, right? And Jason Wynn is like, why would I do that? And he explains a really interesting part, which is why I love his planning here, that he is going to use Al Simmons' Spawn to be his basically a weapon. It's like every time he kills a demon, every time he kills an angel, it benefits us. So why would we take him out now? And pretty much to a point where like we're going to use him up until the point where I decide it's time to kill him. Like I great villain kind of monologue right there. I just have mental problems.
Yeah, and the whole point of this is that they trick Spawn into thinking that Spawn's a step ahead, and they're actually a step ahead, ready to get him. Yeah, I like that. And again, so like it's a cool cliffhanger. It ends off into the point where I'm like, man, like it's getting me into like when a good bad guy is written like that, when they're laying the trap, when they're laying the plan out, and it seems like it's going all the way of the villain right now, it's exciting because you're like, how's this going to pan out? How's Al going to get out of this? How are they going to, figure this all out? Because right now it seems like Jason Wynn's got everything under control and figured out. And we haven't even seen blood in friggin' like how many issues? In a minute.
Now that I think about it.
But Blood's about to get the work in this next issue, I'm pretty sure.
He's going to have to, because it just popped in my head. Like, we haven't even seen his character in like friggin' 3 issues or something like that.
Yeah, he needs to die.
Yeah, they got to take him out at some point to push the story further, I think. Because Jason Wynn's like the real mastermind behind everything. I think Blood is just kind of a pawn at this point. And probably just needs to be taken out. Matt said the coloring is fantastic. The dude on the ground, the shadows on his face, nice. Yeah, the colors in this book are great. Yeah.
You think he's going to be taken out?
I think they need to take him out for by the time they have powers, because then the vampires are useless.
Or
the vampires are only a threat because they're human.
Or does Violator get involved?
See, now that would be interesting. We haven't seen all these other characters in forever.
But Violator is quote unquote dead right now.
Right.
Yep.
Some, Violator, Sin, like all these guys, at some point they're going to have to make their big return, right? Green World, Nyx, at some point are coming back. But I think what they're going to do, which would make sense to me, is they wrap up the Blood storyline with Spawn and Lyra taking him out. Lyra getting her revenge, maybe figuring out what happened to her dad, wrapping that whole storyline up, and then when that ends, immediately, the next big threat comes in. That's just the way. That's the way I would do it, and it just kind of makes sense to me.
For Violator and Sin, like I kind of feel like that was just 350 where we killed them. I feel they need to go away. In my opinion, I feel like we don't need them
for longer.
Yeah, we don't need them. They can make so many. Like a perfect example is like look at those cool characters they just came out in the beginning pages. They had the cool mage in a couple previous issues ago. Like they could easily make some more badass characters for you to like sink your teeth into, and then do what they're doing with that Violator story and like medieval Spawn and stuff, and just giving little mini series here and there for those guys.
But is that smart as a writer? Like you want to keep your yes, he eventually needs to die, but right now, do you think it's smart?
I think for me as a consumer, I would be kind of tight if Violator's alive in 10 issues from when he died. Then what's the point of them fighting and killing each other?
No, I'm talking about Blood. Sorry, not Violator.
Blood. We'll see.
My thing is,
the way they are, maybe they don't kill him, but there's clearly that something that has to happen for us to get past him. So I think he's a sub boss. Like if you guys didn't get the new King Spawn, like they already squared away something we were talking about in the last issue. Like,
I haven't read the newest issue yet.
So like how we were like, oh, is this guy is he a long term or a short term? And then like they're squaring away a lot of this shit. So I feel like it was just like that's their arc for the vampire thing. Nice trade vampire pack.
Well, I thought they were going to string it along a lot longer than they have so far. But with you saying that Thomas said that Todd's coming back writing
for 360.
And this might be the jumping off of the powers coming back. That makes me really wonder where they're going with it, because this is a little bit sooner than I thought they were going to do it. And so that makes me just think
they're all about to die.
Blood has been a setup character.
They're all about to die, and then the powers turn back on right when they're about to die, dude.
Like, what about like just throwing shit against the wall, see if it sticks? Blood has Violator, and like turning him into like just having that in his back pocket.
Well, you still have that other guy with the 3 green things with the assault rifles. We still haven't killed him yet.
That's a character that's kind of out there just doing his thing. This new sect of angels we saw. We've got Lyra's dad and his friends. I mean, there's a lot of characters that they've kind of introduced, whether it's flashbacks or current, that I don't know what they're planning on doing. My thought would be like, you need to have some big ass friggin' battle, and you need to have a payoff where all these characters are coming together for one big throwdown at some point, maybe before or after they get their powers back. I don't know. But I just feel like, oh man, again, so Spawn's still looking for the cure for vampirism, right? And so there's that storyline.
Yeah, that's like,
that we haven't touched on for a while.
It just all kind of connects. And like, if Wynn gets involved, like, does he not kill Spawn? Because Violator might be a weapon that is in the chamber somewhere that Blood has, and he's just like, we got to give it to Spawn. He's our only hope. He's the best soldier. You know what I mean? Like, it kind of
think that you think Spawn's going to get his power back from Jason Wynn, essentially?
Possible. That's a possible. Like, so they don't know when they're going to get the powers back. So how does he counter, say, Blood, and then say Violator, being a vampire potentially? I'm just kind of throwing things out there.
No, I like the thought process, because he's clearly setting up Spawn as a weapon for him. Like he said, he's every time he kills an angel or demon, it helps us out. So why would I move him out of the way right now? And he's the only one right now doing that. Everybody else are fighting each other. And we saw that in the beginning of the book with the angels and the vampires still fighting each other, and that sect and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's going to be, man, it's going to be, I don't know where they're going. Like, I really don't. There's a lot of speculation, and I like that. You know, like that's some good storytelling because I can't just sit here and be like, I can see where they're going. It's going to be this. It's going to be that.
No.
I'm
Nah, he's
curious,
getting the
'cause-
powers before they pull that trigger, dude. That virus is getting set
No.
up, and that's when they get the powers back for sure, dude.
Sean, what do you think? Sean, you got to have a thought on this. Like,
I really don't. We're gonna get some cool shit. That's all I know.
And then King's 1-2 was good. It was good what they did in the last issue. I think you guys should check that one out too. And then I
Gotta
just
get
read
that.
and then the writer for this book's going to Gunslinger. That's what he said too. I saw.
Okay, so he's flopping them again,
Yeah.
which is fine. I mean,
oh, great.
Todd's doing that, which I like. You know, I mean, I like how he's kind
The
of
rotation.
the rotating. You know,
Yeah.
keep
yeah.
Brett obviously on art.
Keep
but,
you
know,
guys
rotate
working.
people on and out. Like that's
Yeah.
fine. You know, that doesn't bother me.
Gunslinger. I love Gunslinger.
And he also,
I get-
you know, they have a lot of those miniseries coming out, like, you know, and then there's that other Gunslinger series with Jimmy
Palmiotti?
Palmiotti,
Yeah.
whatever. And,
Palmiotti,
he's
yeah.
doing that one. I saw the artwork; it looks pretty cool. Todd has a cover on that I'm definitely grabbing.
I don't know. I just don't know.
So it's I think it was a 3-issue. No, I forgot how many issues they said it was. I think it might be ongoing,
I think, it's
but they
ongoing.
basically said it's going to tell you why, like how he got there. You know,
Yeah.
from Gunslinger from 181 to how he just showed up in the recent shit.
Yeah,
They
BA
basically
now.
said it's gonna go
Yeah.
forever, or it's just gonna be short. Like I was like, so it's basically just how sales go. you
Sure.
know?
Yeah.
Right.
We-
right now,
we
I think they're
had-
setting that up as an ongoing. Go ahead, man.
We had Jimmy on in the beginning of the year, maybe early
Yeah, it was
spring,
Yeah, somewhere around there. I
and
think.
he was talking about
summers.
that Todd wanted a bunch of issues in the can before they took it out.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's a good idea, like independent books, to have that much breathing room. But yeah, I don't know if it's going to be an ongoing, maybe a long miniseries. You know,
Could be.
like
just run
like-
it like Paul said, run it until like maybe sales aren't
Yeah,
good. and then
yeah,
we
like,
can
'cause,
end
like,
it.
Yeah.
once
I
we
think
get the
it's-
answers, what happens from there? Like,
And then I saw Sam in Twitch too. He's doing that. Basically, issue 9 is a whole new case file. So you know, maybe
Yeah.
we could check that one out too as the first one of that.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind checking that out because that was one I think that Thomas. Is
So a whole
writing.
new team too. So every one is a new team. That's what he said. So every case file is a new team, and then Thomas is doing the one after.
yeah,
Oh,
His next
yeah.
Ace
Okay.
issues. But this
Okay.
second one, I forgot who it was with. But I'm definitely gonna give it a shot, you know. So
I'm liking
check
Sam
that
and Twitch as it is. Like it's fun, you know. It's got that
For what it is, yeah. I mean,
SVU shit, you know. It's
yeah,
just cool.
yeah, exactly.
You
That's
know,
exactly what it is. What were you gonna say, Gooch?
Uh,
I saw something percolating up in your brain there that you were.
Maple
out.
syrup.
What was I gonna say? I can't remember. No, I think I was gonna talk about like the sales. Like I think Rat City is not doing very well at all.
Yeah,
Um,
that doesn't surprise me.
I don't think Sam and Twitch are selling like they would like.
Mhm.
And what's the other book?
He said the main 4 are doing good. That's what he said in the last one. He said that they didn't expect them to do that good, and they're still, you know, they're still
Yeah,
pushing.
And it depends on
we
what their
did- we-
goal is, right? You know, because
Yeah.
we can sit here and look at numbers and be like, blah, you know, whatever we think. But if they've got a set goal, it's like if we do this and we're looking for these numbers and those main 4 books are hitting that, that's fine because that's basically what I'm trying to pay attention to the main 4 books. Check out some of the miniseries. The Violator seems to be fun. A lot of people are talking about that.
Oh, that's
Look
a
at Gordon
I
Ramsay
still
Lost
gotta read
Spawn is
that.
coming up. you know.
Oh, that's a beautiful book.
Yeah,
Like,
that looks real fun. And we'll look at
it
that when that
is.
comes out.
Oh, Jonathan
Liam Sharp, right?
I think
Is
so.
it? No,
Violator
is it?
3?
No.
But if you
Violator
have
3 is
like, let's even
Wayshak
say
Art, right?
a couple
Yeah.
of them are all doing 40,000, that's still paying the bills. You know what I'm saying? Like they're, you know, unless they're hitting the things, not paying things certain ways. If they're doing 40, I think we looked it up. Yeah, it was like doing 40,000
Yeah.
King Spawn at least.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You know,
and,
clearly
obviously-
Gunslinger's their second.
it's
They're not gonna-
Wayshak.
Wayshak,
and
yeah,
Draco.
for Violator 3.
I love
Yeah.
Wayshak. I've been following
I got
that dude's career.
I don't
for
have
a
that issue.
long
When did
time.
that come out?
Is that 3?
Yeah,
I didn't.
gotta
See,
get
I haven't
that.
seen that in my store yet.
Yeah, I haven't
Everybody's
tried it yet.
grabbing it, dude.
I got
I
one
haven't
and
read
two.
it yet. I haven't
Yeah, I've
read
got
it
1
yet.
and 2. I don't have 3 yet. That's the one I've really been looking for because I love Wayshak.
1 and 2 were fantastic.
Yes.
I got to read those.
Absolutely.
You know what I was thinking when I was reading 1 and 2? The Prophecy.
No.
You ever see the movie The Prophecy? with-
Great
Oh, yeah,
films.
with,
Great.
I
films.
know,
Yeah,
I know.
yeah, yeah.
That's exactly the vibe you
Okay.
get from this. It's excellent.
We might look at look at that next week because I haven't read it. I need an excuse to sit down and read it, so we might look at that.
And
next
they're
week.
doing a Knicks series as well.
Oh, they're going to do a
Really?
Knicks series, dude.
Yeah.
Rick Saylor, who I haven't seen in the chat, usually he's in here. He keeps telling me about this. He's like, dude, you gotta go get Spawn kills, or yeah,
Yeah, I
Spawn
didn't
kills
get
every
it.
Spawn.
I just
Yeah,
saw the
artist is
convention scene. It
phenomenal.
looks cool.
It's like it's not necessarily my thing when it comes to like the art and stuff, but he dug it. He gave it his thumbs up, so it's got to be.
it's great.
Gotta be good.
There's so many titles though, like, and I like how they're doing so many, like, and really boosting that stuff, because it's honestly like, at least when I walk in a comic shop, I'm like, okay, like, I didn't pick up Scorch for 5 issues, but I've been picking up King Spawn and Gunslinger, but they're all $2.99. I just grabbed them all. I saw them all next to each other. I was like, fuck it, let me grab all of them and just see how it
That's
goes.
what I love about, like, again, continued shout out to Tom McFarlane for keeping the price so low, because I went through the other day and I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna pick up the new X-Men series. One, because I wanted Netho Diaz, I wanted to get his issues, and I was like, you know, if I'm getting his issues, I might as well just get him. There's 7 issues or whatever. So I grabbed some of those issues. I grabbed a couple other stuff from Marvel. I go to check out and it's like $27, and it blew me away because I'm used to buying Spawn books that are so damn cheap when you buy multiple books and go up there and it's like $12. I'm like, cool. And I was like, holy, this is why I don't buy a lot of mainstream books.
Aliens,
they're so fucking expensive.
Avengers versus Aliens. I didn't notice because I got one of them and I got a variant. Bro, just those two alone was $15 together.
Fuck
You
that.
know, so I was like, you know, so I was like, shit, you know, but I resell the variants usually because they usually just sell out.
Yeah.
But it was just like, still, it's like, Jesus, dude, $7.99 is nuts.
Oh,
Nice.
Look at that.
That's
the
tight.
original. Holy
Nice.
shit. Nice, dude. That's
Like
sick.
$6.99, you know, but like Absolute, I've been checking out the Absolutes. I think those are cool. You know,
Oh yes, yes.
I saw
I
that
think
get
there-
number 2 of the
Superman was
Batman.
pretty
Yes,
dope.
bad boy.
I in my opinion, I think Absolute Superman was better than Absolute Batman.
stop it.
That's my opinion. Sorry, man. It's looking really
No,
good.
no, I liked Superman. I liked what they were doing. I thought the Lois Lane stuff was cool and all that stuff. And then Wonder Woman 2 I liked. I thought the Wonder Woman wasn't bad either. It was definitely different, but Batman's the coolest, dude. Batman's the guy, dude. You know,
Oh, yeah,
Batman,
Who's
like
the
they
artist
can
for
make an
Superman?
animated show about that Batman today and everyone's seeing it. People see the Superman, bro. It would take me months to watch that.
I saw a video on.
Wait a minute. They did do an animated version of Batman today, and it was not good.
Are you talking about the actual?
No. I'm saying like
anime
absolute Batman.
in
If they
friggin'
did an
Japan,
absolute
it'd be
Batman,
horrible.
no, but everybody would go see that shit right away, dude.
I
I
still haven't
don't-
watched that.
I don't know if I care for.
Bro.
I don't know if I care for the absolute Batman.
I dig it so far. Did you get the noir version of issue 1? It's just the black and whites. That's pretty damn cool. I bought that the
Wait.
other day.
I'm gonna
Oh,
tell you.
nice.
I'm gonna tell you guys the saddest thing, right? So
All right.
I
what
went
do
to
you
San
got?
Diego Comic-Con. I got the foil ones. There's only
Mhm.
500, right?
Okay.
I got 2. They only let me buy 2. And I sold them. I got them for $25. I sold them for $100. And then a week before Batman came out, the Batman book, I sold the other one for like $175. I'm like fucking balling, bro. They're worth $900 fucking dollars now.
Damn, dude.
Oh, dude, my heart,
That's why you
heart
gotta
was
hold on to that
breaking.
shit before you just throw it up there.
Yeah.
Damn.
dude. Well, sometimes like I'll give you a great example too. Like they did a Magic Marvel book for New York Comic Con. I sold it for $275, $275, $300, and then I waited on one. And I wanted to pull on $325. Now I see them going for like $100. You know, so it's just like, you know, you never know with
Sure.
like shit on how people buy. But the Batman Absolute going for $900, the foil one, I was like,
Damn, man.
oh my god, I
That's-
couldn't sleep, dude. That's 2 of them, dude. That's $2,000, dude. That's nuts.
By the way, everybody, wherever you might be watching, we got 81 people watching right now on X and
Hell
on
yeah.
YouTube combined. Wherever you're watching, please hit the like button, share the show out, come to the YouTube channel, subscribe to the channel, consider becoming a member, help us share the show around, and help us grow this really awesome comic book channel that we have here. Amongst all the shows we have with the Spawn Review, Appreciating Comic Book Art Live, which is next, and also Out and Stuff, which is on Thursdays. We will be starting a 4th show probably sometime in the new year now, just pushing things back. We'll talk more about that, but
Whoa! Wait, what? Hold up!
What?
Wait a minute! You're
What?
starting another show?
we're gonna
Yeah.
start it. We're gonna start. We were gonna do it this year, but things have just been
Life.
this year's just been crazy. So we're pushing it back.
Oh.
It's gonna be a comic block, right? And we're just gonna add it on to Thursdays, just just like we do on Mondays, back to back shows. We're just gonna add it on to the Out and Stuff, so it's gonna be the Thursday comic book block, just like we do Monday. And I mean, we've talked about it before. It's going to be about the Guyver. We're going to do a show about the Guyver, dive into all things Guyvers, because
we love Guyver, and it's a big part of stuff that's in our comics and everything. And there's tons of things to talk about.
You said Geiger?
Guyver.
I have some news about Guyver. But
what do you got? Break it, man.
I'll say
you too.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, I just want to write everything I bought off this past year, like as a tax write-off. It's a loss.
Dude, it's sickening. It's sickening how much my receipts are like this high up for tax write-offs.
Mhm.
The year's not even over.
Well, you got to make sure you keep them every year. You got to keep 7 years.
Yep.
Digital, everything's digital.
They want to. Only the Pentagon can lose 2.3 trillion. We can't lose $50 on those receipts.
That is a great point. Also, check this out. I found this the other day. Went out and got the
nice
best of
Yes.
Spawn.
Oh, it's in black and white.
Yes.
It's all in black and white.
No,
The entire Curse of Spawn run in black and white.
really.
Went out and got this on eBay the other day.
How much?
Who drew the
I
whole
can't remember
book?
how much this was. This is kind of beat up. It was fine.
Yeah,
It was
but you're just gonna look for the
beat up,
art,
because
though.
it's used and everything. But yeah, no, it's the full black and white version, all Danny
Cool.
Mickey and friggin'. So you got Dwayne Turner, and then I can't remember the other artist that was on here.
Clayton,
But no,
Maine?
this is awesome.
That's awesome.
This is awesome.
That's cool.
Might look at that at some point in the future. Dive into that. Excuse me. I know, Paul. We're gonna wrap. Actually, this show is ending a little bit earlier than we normally do. I pushed Akba off to 10:20. So
Nice. I can see
yeah,
her.
we cruised through this show. It's pretty good. I know Paul's got a new book coming out. If you guys aren't aware of that, why don't you talk about that a little bit? I know you're going to be on the show on Art and Stuff on December 5th, but that book is going to be coming out in a few weeks, right?
So no, it comes out this Friday, November 22nd. Project Analysis, episode 5. It's our second book in volume 2. It's fucking awesome. You're finally gonna get this badass motherfucker Crimson Pain taking on Project Analysis. I dropped some of the pages on Twitter and stuff. We got these crazy double page spreads. We have 3 covers. I have a Vken Marion cover that I dropped too, which is fucking awesome.
Great guy.
It's like a video game cover. I'm really psyched for this book. It's the most pre-launch followers we ever had. We're at 138. So I dropped the link in the private chat. And if anyone wants to follow, we fulfill fast. I'm putting it as March, but like the book's already done. Like the only thing I'm waiting on, like I need like 8 more pages of colors, and where the book's finished. So all the lines and inks are done. Everything's done. Prasad's just doing it at his own pace. We're gonna do it's gonna be 25 to 30 days, and then we're really just gonna make sure everything's perfect, and then I'm gonna ship them out. 3 covers, 1 exclusive variant that's a virgin for 200 copies, and then everything else is, keep getting them. So it's gonna be sick. 24 pages.
That's what I'm talking about.
Nice. We got a lot of hype going. This is the one for me, man. So it's really intense. So some people might be sad, but about this issue or hyped. You'll see. Anytime Crimson Pain comes into the book, people fucking die. So they're finally fighting, and I'm super hyped. So
nice,
super hyped.
Awesome.
9:00 on East on Bancroft's channel. I'm launching it, so at like 9:30 it'll be live Eastern. And I'm gonna have a fucking blast, bro. Yeah, look at that. That's part of it. That's part of the cover from Vken, and it's Crimson Pain and Omega. And then I have 2 of the covers there, but we're tuning up one of the covers, the cover A. But yeah, hit the notify me at launch. It's super sick. The interiors are fucking fire. So that guy right there, Crimson Pain, Omega, and Lithium, that artist does all the interiors. So that's our cover A. But I made the Project Analysis more center, and then that's going to be our exclusive. That's just going to be plain like that. Corey Hampshire did that one. Yeah, so I'm super hyped to drop this thing. I want it to be the biggest one yet, so we'll see.
Phrasing.
Our mods are awesome. Thank you. The time scales, by the way. Appreciate you guys here. Also, Hill Lord dropping links in the chat. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, everybody tune in to what's the date? That's this Friday on Bancroft Show.
Yeah, 9 p.m. East, and then we usually wait like 10 minutes. I did it last time with him, and we did we did pretty well for a half hour. I think we did like 2,000 almost. So
nice.
Yes, dude.
Yeah, so we're looking, and we also have Vken Marion's. He's putting the artwork on there. We put it for 3,000, but it's the original artwork. So
nice.
We'll see. I was really gonna take it for myself, but we're gonna sell it.
I was just gonna say that stuff is kind of hard to give up sometimes. Yeah,
so
like
I'll gladly say this because it's funny. So like originally, like he never read the book, right? So like I'm paying him to do the book, and he's like, "Yeah, this is the price, right? Like if you want that work once I'm done, yeah, this." Once he read the book and did the artwork, he's like, "Nah, there's no way I'm getting rid of this now for this price." He's like, "We have to put it up for this," you know. He's like, "I actually like really like it," so I took that as a compliment. So
no, you got to.
You didn't want to just give it up, so we're hyped on that. So we're gonna sell that piece. It's a video game piece. It looks sick. So
hell yes, check that out, guys. Check the links below. I've been slacking. I don't have any links for any of us in this actual stream. I need to start doing that. I know. I've been I'm getting back into the rhythm. You know, after being sick, I'm getting back into the rhythm of streaming.
If
all that.
If
stuff.
you want to, in our Twitter messages, I just put it in there that cover. If you wanted to pull up real fast, because I was hyping it up and you guys can't see it.
Yeah, let me bring it up here.
Put it in our messages.
Oh wow, I love that.
You want to bring it up on the screen?
Can you? Or get,
I got it.
I just want to make sure that that's what you're asking before.
Do it.
Oh.
We're talking about it, and I'd rather want people to see it.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm so proud of it. Like it's the coolest thing. And if I show you guys like the rough sketch I did of it, like dude, look at that.
There we go.
So then we have like the players. That's Omega and Crimson Pain, and then we have from to the right of Omega is Lithium and Hellsate, and then below is Banshee and Victor, who's Thorn. And it was fun making this, man, you know, with the little characters. Like my main thing is like Mortal Kombat. I say it all the time. So like my dream would be to make a video game, and this is the closest I get to it right now. So
no, that's awesome. Yeah, it's a hell of an awesome cover. I remember when you shared a little bit of a sneak peek for it when it was just the black and white. I thought that was badass. Yeah, I'm a big fan of BK Marion.
Yeah, he's sick, man. And we're definitely going to do more work with him because this came out phenomenal and he had a lot of fun with it too. I know he's going to do some Green Lantern stuff now.
Yeah, I saw him kind of posting on that. That's what I like about that dude is he loves comics, man. He loves comics. He loves art. You know, that's what's up. All right. Zach, I almost forgot your name. My bad. Yeah, no, this is horrible. What do you got? What were you working on? If you guys are new to the show, you know that Zach, he draws on almost all the shows he's on, but he does us a favor here on the Spawn review and is always drawing Spawn characters. And I know he's working on something today. What you got, man? What do we want to show off here?
This one is simple. I really wanted to go simple with this.
He says simple. Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Nice.
Very cool.
Dude, I love that.
Like I said, you know, completely black. I wanted to go crazy and go super detail like I usually do. But one of my favorite covers, I forget what issue it is. It's got Jason Wynn on it. And Greg Capullo does it very beautifully.
Yeah.
Early 90s, late 80s, I think.
It was and it was a great cover, and I just kind of wanted to do my own spin on it.
Dude, that is sick. I love it. I love how it's framed out in black, and you just got the highlights of the face there. Nice details and everything. Dude, that's badass.
I'll post it. I'll get the scans because the glare doesn't do it justice.
Yeah, post that. Yeah, people are loving it.
Okay, keeps loving that, dude. He keeps leveling up.
The piece of art that he showed us before was sick. So.
Yeah, the old piece that he's not showing anybody, but we see
your faces and everything is like it's like night and day.
Niet loves it.
Thank you.
Niet loves it.
Absolutely awesome. We got a little bit of time to kill here before we get off and move on to the second hour of the comic block, which is, by the way, Appreciating Comic Book Art Live. Coming up next, we are looking at Devil's Reign, which is not the Devil's Reign you might be thinking of. No, we're going back into the late 1990s and looking at the Top Cow Marvel crossover, which is an 8-part series. We're going to look at issues 1 through 4 this week, and then 5 through 8 next week, but has some of the best art that Top Cow had at the time to offer, all jumping on these issues and drawing Marvel characters and Top Cow characters. It's fun. It's fun shit. We're definitely check that out. That's coming up next. But I just want to highlight on Otten stuff the other day. We showed off. I finally finished the pencils to Sean's cover.
Nice.
Type 1. That is coming out. We sent this off to Marlo Equiza, who is going to be inking this piece. Very
very talented inker back in the 90s, Extreme Studios. He's worked for Marvel. He's been all over the place. Did a few pages for me in Reaper Destroyer, so we're continuing that relationship there. He's going to be inking this up. It got to him the other day, confirmed safe. So he's going to be inking over the original pencils of this piece, and we're going to be getting this back. But this was the cover finally done for Type 1 for Sean's book. I'm extremely excited to get this out and get this inked by such a fucking fantastic inker.
Yeah, I can't wait to run my hands through the gradations of the inks.
Yeah, because Sean, he does that, and it's no joke. I've seen him do
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
He'll
yeah,
sit
true
there
story.
like a blind person.
Yeah,
just be
like what is it called?
Braille.
Braille.
Yeah, like going over the braille.
No, it's
I
cool. When I
feel
got to
fun on
touch
that, though.
Joe's Reaper Destroyer pages, like there's hatching that Joe Weems is so known for, or like
Yeah.
I know him for. They're like feeling it, you know, it's a total like such a like a artistic mental trip. It was so cool. And he's like, "Why are you smearing up my pages?" I'm like, "Fuck off! This is awesome." So I do.
Well, it's funny.
No,
After I saw him
feel
do that,
Sean.
I've started to do that.
Yeah.
Because like nothing is it's like an addiction where you run your fingers on the bumps where the ink you could tell where they
Yeah.
used the
Yeah.
nibs. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
Yo,
Yeah,
I
like-
know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. So this is awesome. This is a thing. This is a glimpse of to where things will be going down the line in the book. So don't be a bum. Back Type 1.
Yes.
Don't be a bum.
Don't be a bum. Back Type 1. And when this cover is done, we'll show you the how this cover goes. Like once we get the inks, we'll reveal the inks and we'll show them off and everything. And then we'll do the same thing with the colors. And we're gonna have a special day that we actually launch this cover on the campaign. Because the cover out there right now, I know we got to do something about that, Sean, right? Because right now
It's just your face and people.
it's just my face. It's not like you're going to launch a brand new book, right? Because the people that backed that book so far.
No, I'm just gonna
We-
close down the tiers that are down and just reopening them up for new
Yeah.
ones. So we're gonna do a pencil version, we're gonna do an inked version, and then we're gonna do the colored version of Joe's cover.
Yes.
And then all those will be, if you got the ultimate 1 tier already, you're good to go. That's gonna be in your bag already. But then we're just gonna have each individual tier set up. Just this is what it is, and then we'll have a new updated tier for the donation tier that has the Jeff Muth and Duck Bacon colored metal card. So
Yeah.
everything will be reworked and retweaked in the upcoming months. But yeah, we're getting there.
Hell yeah. No, I had a lot of fun doing that cover. Yeah. And now that that's done, I'm officially back on drawing Reaper Destroyer issue 2. So that's pretty damn exciting. Rocking and rolling on that. And by the way, the books, I should still have them by the end of the month. I think everything's looking good to get them in hand. And as soon as they come in, we'll be shipping them out. And I guess I'll say when we have our close down, I said this the other day on Ott and stuff. When we do our close down special show, I think we're gonna do like an entire day out of it, various shows. But I got a bunch of these proofs. All right. I got a couple physical proofs that are the complete books. I don't know if I want to give those away just yet. Maybe I will. We're going to see how it goes. But we got a couple of these proofs that I'm going to give all these away. I got 5 of these, all the different covers, the Shelby Robertson cover, the Dale Keown cover. We give these away, maybe do some remarking in there. I don't know. But we're going to do a lot of giveaways to the backers of this campaign on the day that we close this campaign, including Rick Saylor's got a bunch of metal prints he's going to give away to Destroyer tier backers. So if you back that, you're going to actually get some more of these, or a chance to get these amazing Jason Bascom art metal prints there as well. So we're going to do what we can to make it a very fun closing day, and also give back as much as we can to all the backers that have supported this campaign over the last 2 years and helping us make this thing happen. So I appreciate all the supporters out there. So yeah, that's it. I mean, this show is ending earlier than I expected. So might go earlier live with Appreciating Comic Book Art. We'll see. Maybe a little bit of a break before I jump on there to, shake it a little bit. We'll find out. Before we get out of here, this issue, guys, what would you rank it? I guess because we haven't really done the whole rating system here for a second, because we've been kind of so with some of the last issues. But this issue, what would you rank it? What do you like about it? And what are you excited of the direction we're going? I'm going to start with Zach. We're going to go around counterclockwise around the horn. Zach, what do you think?
I honestly give it a 9. I really love the artwork. Brett amped it up even more. The costume designs weren't lame. The build up with these new things that are coming around the corner, like it's been building up the past 4 or 5 issues, but excuse me. But with everything that has been going on in this issue, I have loved every single page. Honestly, I'm still going through these pages, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I just want the Art of Brett Booth type of book with
Dude, yes.
stuff that was on Spawn.
Yep.
9 out of 10.
I like that. That's good. Paul, what do you think, man?
10 out of 10.
Ooh,
Thought it was a
look at
perfect book. It's been everything I wanted from the Spawn books. You know, it has everything I need. I need to have the action, have the art. I have every panel made sense. It flowed my eyes the right way, zigzagging my eyes. I have no complaints. So no complaints means a perfect book. And then I'm excited for where it's going to go. And, you know, because I only listen to comic podcasts every day of my life, or director podcasts, I found out that everyone's getting their powers back soon. Spoiler. And
Spoiler,
so that's where we're
everybody.
going. You know, so that's where we're going. Unless I got duped, you know, maybe Spawn is the only one who gets his powers. You know, who knows?
We're gonna find out.
But I want things, you know, for the next coming issues. I want like something big to happen for 360, and I want some things to pay off so we can move forward with a lot of these other things. Because there's a lot. There's like 12 things going on in Spawn, and we need to get down to like 4. You know, so that's my opinion.
Before we get to the Gooch, Geek Hazu, I'll just say, he says, cheers from Hong Kong. Well, hell yeah. Thank you for checking us out, tuning in from Hong Kong. That's awesome. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. All right, Gooch, lay it on us. What do you got?
I would give it a 9.5. I think this whole series has been phenomenal. I like the storytelling. There's no wasted panels or pages. Everything's leading you in a direction that you want to go. Even the sides, like some of the, like, you could call them side stories, but they're not. They're all linked perfectly. Even the introduction of characters is done really well. I'm loving everything that they're putting. Like Brett Booth, like and Conville, like those two working together, it's incredible. It's actually like, it takes me back to, like, you know, the early Capullo Snyder days, the Capullo McFarlane days. You know, like when things were really, really like flying off the shelves. Like I cannot wait to get the newest Spawn book. And it's just like reflecting on it, like it's only 8 books since 350.
Yeah.
So, and 351 was when, like, 350 was amazing. If 351, we were just kind of like blowing our loads all over the, you know, the streams. But I mean, it's this is what a comic should be. When you want to know how to do a comic, this is what you throw down on the table and say, read this. So 9.5, easy, maybe even a 10, because it's just.
There we go.
I would actually, I 10 out of 10, because it's just,
I love it.
Like,
love it.
I don't even know why I gave a 0.5 off just to be cheeky, or I don't know, like, fuck it, but like, this is just, I get excited.
Yeah.
When the new Gunslinger or Spawn come out, I'm jacked. I'm just, I got a raging, you know, semi going on, and I just like, oh, here we go. I know this is going to be good. So, yeah, it's 10 out of 10.
I love it. Sean, what do you think, man?
I'm with Jay and Paul. I got a hard on right now, like no other, without a pill. These days, I'll take it. I love the art, love this story. Not enough love to our boy Adelso Corona for polishing things off on Brett's art. Adelso's
that's the other thing.
Killing it. Tag team. It's like Byrne and Austin back in the late 70s, early 80s, as far as teamwork goes. I'm more like selfishly like loving those throwaway cybernetic characters.
Yeah,
hell of a book.
Yeah,
like I've just been studying those 2-3 pages like for the past few days, and I'm just like, I love this shit. Like, so give me more of that. Yeah, man.
This is true. That's true facts.
I'm walking the hard on. But yeah, I love this series. It's again Gunslinger as well. Like my 2 favorite monthly books out there that I
for sure
enjoy. Yep. You know, everything else is just fodder. Yeah. What about you, Joe? What'd you rank it?
I'm gonna put Zach out in the cold by himself on this. I'm gonna go 10 out of 10 with this book. and it's everything you guys just said perfectly. I won't go over that again, but just it's for a book that it had decent action in it, right? But like Gooch said, you know, like the amount of action and excitement in those first, you know, 351 through 354 or whatever were so amazing, and they got high ratings. This got a high rating because it was just a good book. It was just a good, well-told story. It read fast, great pacing, got some mystery, got me excited about where we're going in the direction of the story, and of course, obviously the art. Yeah, this is by far, again, still my favorite book out there every single month. Go ahead.
I think the one thing that we're kind of leaving out for these books is the pacing.
Yeah,
the pacing is done really, really well. You start off the book with a splash, like they're coming down. You get some storytelling, then you spike back up again. You come back down. It keeps you invested in the book.
Yeah,
like you're just like, where am I going? What's next? Like, I know something's going to happen right away. So yeah, I think that's the big thing, that they're hitting it right on the mark, is the pacing. All 8 books so far.
What they've done so well, I think, too, and, you know, and shout out to Roy McConville for the writing, is the way that they have introduced new characters. And even though we don't see a lot of, like, there's been a ton of new characters in the 8 issues that they've put out since 350, and they all seem cool. You know, they all seem like you could dive into their stories and they would be really interesting. They're not like all these just throwaway characters just to kill the 3 angel team or the 4 angel team that show up in this book. They're just awesome. You know, again, it gives you that excitement, that 90s feel when you see new fresh character designs. And that's what I love about it so much, because that's the way I felt when I was a kid reading books in the 90s. Fresh character designs to get into, and you're seeing that so much, you know, littered throughout this book. And shout out to Brett for the great character designs. I also want to give a shout out to Robert Nugent, who's doing the colors on this book. The colors on this book are fantastic. Like, the team all together is great. Yeah, Delso Cronin is doing great on the inks. The colors, though, just bring it all together. And it's a beautiful book to look at. So shout out to the entire team and Tom McFarlane for rocking and rolling on this. So yeah, 10 out of 10. Zach, do you want to change your opinion just so you can join the Cool Kids Club? I'm just going to give you one chance before we get out.
If I change my opinion, then that means I'm a follower, and I'd rather be a leader.
You could be a leader, and you lead by deciding to change your opinion. I'll still consider you a leader.
You can't lead from behind. I don't know what.
I mean, like,
what are we talking about here?
You can fucking pull her hair out and choke her. You know?
I was just gonna say.
That's how you make her move.
All right, we'll keep it what it is. 9 and then 4 10s. I like that. Those still good ratings, though.
There we go.
All right, everyone. We will be back next Monday for the Spawn review and the comic block. And I think we decided we're going to look at the Violator. So I actually have to read that. Finally. I've got that. Everyone's talking about it. So let's dive into it next week and really get into it hard and deep, like we like to do. If you're in the chat and you want to watch the next show, we will be there in probably about 5 or so minutes. Appreciating Comic Book Art Live. Next, we're going to look at some amazing art from the 90s. Join us there. All you have to do is stay in the chat. You'll be automatically directed there. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel wherever you're at, share the channel out, let people know about this amazing comic book talk channel that we have here and the community that we are building. Until then,
stay Gucci. No.
Steal my thunder. Until then, be good to each other. Take care of one another. And as always, picture me naked. Talk to you later. Peace.
What the hell are you? Spawn.
You sent me to hell, Jason. I'm here to return the favor.
Until we try, dropped in the grave.